Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are now standing at a very recognizable intersection in Jalan Bukit Bintang. This is where it comes alive, especially at night. And of course, today we are standing here. I'm just making an investigative video to see if things are more lively since the interstate travel has been allowed by the government of Malaysia. But from the look of it, I think it is still pretty quiet compared to pre-COVID time. And of course, everyone here is waiting for the borders to open so that foreigners can be welcomed back to this country to have a good holiday. And Bukit Bintang, of course, is known for its nightlife, for fashion, fine dining, leisure, socializing, and celebration. This is where you find a lot of five-star hotels, like the one you see right in front of you, the Grand Millennium. And of course, the most popular shopping mall in this street is the Pavilion Kuala Lumpur. Of course, not to forget also equally popular or interesting or well-known landmark is Lot 10 shopping mall, which has been around for decades. So we'll just take a walk down this street and see and investigate how has it come alive since interstate travel has been allowed by the government. And of course, from the look of it here, it is still not as crowded as it used to be. And looks like Bukit Bintang, like many other places in Kuala Lumpur or tourist attractions in Kuala Lumpur, we are still in need of foreigners to come back to our country so that things can be back to normal. This is Lot 10 entrance, and this place is very accessible by the MRT. You know, the MRT station is this one at Bukit Bintang. Of course, you have other means of transport, the monorail, and of course the famous Grab. And of course, you have buses, 3 buses servicing the capital, which is also going to pass this place. You can say Bukit Bintang is a one-stop tourist destination because you have a lot of eateries here where you can sample local delicacy along Jalan Alor, which is famous for its night hawker stalls and restaurants, seafood restaurants and whatnot. And of course, Changkat Bukit Bintang, you have a lot of pubs and bistros where people can go and socialize, and not to mention shopping. We're going to approach Pavilion Kuala Lumpur shortly and show you the facade, the front of the shopping mall, the famous shopping mall. Most tourists who come to Kuala Lumpur will normally end up at this shopping mall because here you have lots of shopping to be involved in, to be indulged in. And of course, mostly branded items because as you can see, you have Cartier, Armani, alright. And of course, if you want a cheaper version of shopping in Kuala Lumpur, you can proceed to Petaling Street, Chinatown. There you have a cheaper version of shopping where things are inexpensive and compared to this place. This is a glorious pavilion suite, the residential block. Fahrenheit is another shopping mall. Okay. Since we are at the entrance of Pavilion Kuala Lumpur in Bukit Bintang, and you can see this fountain right in front of you. It is a very famous landmark. It is actually called the Pavilion Crystal Fountain, or we say Liuli Crystal Fountain at Pavilion Kuala Lumpur. Now that we are here at the entrance, I'd like to give you some detailed specification about this fountain. Its height is 3.6 meters and it is 6 meters wide, and it costs 8 million Malaysian ringgit to erect or to put up this fountain. Of course, you can see the designs at the side of the bowl. They are representative of our national flower, which is the hibiscus. So this bloom of hibiscus is symbolic of the country's opulent fashion and progression. And of course, the three bowls that you can see stacking one on top of another represents Malaysia's multiracial culture of living in harmony. Alright? And then the ascending structure of the bowl, from the biggest at the bottom to the smallest at the top, signifies the growing aspiration of the people. And of course, not to mention, very obviously, you see the water cascading down from all directions, converging from all directions. It signifies an endless source of blessing and prosperity. And crystal glass fountain is believed to bestow wealth upon the nation and the city of Kuala Lumpur. It is believed that's why they put it up here, apart from the touristic feature, touristic aspect of this Liuli Crystal Fountain. Now, because it represents basically wealth, some people toss coins into this fountain. So if you were to toss coins into this fountain, you are encouraged to make a silent wish, a hope, or a dream, somewhat like the fountain you have in Rome, the Trevi Fountain in Rome, where people toss coins. But then again, if your wish or dream don't happen to come to pass, not to despair, because your coins will be collected and given to charity. So it is for a good cause. And of course, the crystal bowls are crafted in Shanghai, China, in collaboration with the Liuli Gongfang. And of course, the artist for this beautiful structure is Loretta Young. She came out with this concept. So let's take a walk around and see what else we can find. And you can see a lot of decorations here, the colorful decorations, basically to welcome the Hindu festival which is coming. Every festival, this because Malaysia is a multiracial country, every festival of every race in this country, this fountain will be decorated. Of course, the Indian festival will be next week. We call that the Deepawali. So that is why it is decorated in such colorful decoration, flowers to welcome the Hindu festival of Deepawali. This shopping mall is well known. You can see this shopping mall and this Liuli Crystal Fountain being depicted in lots of magazines and tourist sites, and indeed it is very popular. This is where people come to take photographs as remembrance too. Okay. Probably we might just take a walk down this walk here right into the mall, the site of the mall, not the mall proper, because we have to do scanning and I'm filming, so I can't be scanning to go into a premise. So this walkway or this path where there are a lot of bistros and restaurants, we'll just take a walk to the very end and see what we can find. Things are pretty quiet, as you can see. It is livelier at night. At night, this place comes alive a little bit more because there will be a lot of locals who work around this area, and after they finish work, they probably come and socialize in this place. It is a very comfortable atmosphere to socialize and to celebrate occasion, to shop, especially for branded items. You can see the floors are even decorated to welcome the Hindu festival of Deepawali. It's just around the corner. You'll find Starbucks in every corner, in every mall. Starbucks. This is the entrance, another entrance to Pavilion Kuala Lumpur. Looks like everyone is waiting for nightfall to do business, where there will be more customers at night or in the evening for that matter. Okay, we have come to the end, to the back of this shopping center. Looks like we will have to end our vlog here, and I will see you in another adventure. So all these buildings are interconnected by all these walkways. You know, you can see these walkways all interconnected. So when it rains or it shines, you can still move from one building to another. Okay, so with that, we'll see each other again in another adventure. Thank you for coming along with me.